Hey, what's up, my dudes? Happy Sunday to ya. Well, it's Sunday where I am right now. Hi, Willow. My dog is giving me some loves. So these are your instructions for the week. I'm not sure how many people watch this, but even if just one person watches it, I'm glad that I make it. And it kind of feels like I'm teaching. I mean, I am, but it's different. Anyway, this is our second to last week of the Outsiders and Belonging unit. And I've been loving it. You guys have been doing such good work. I've really enjoyed reading through your discussion posts and our poetry discussion that we had in class last week. And I'm loving what you write. And I'm loving just your responses to things and the connections that you're making. And I'm just so thrilled with all of you and just the work that you're doing and the progress you're making and just the cool humans that you are being willing to like dive into this weird school year and doing such a great job. I know it's not easy. So mad props to all of you. I'm so glad you're here. So yeah, we've got 2 more weeks until your 2-week winter break. So push on through, my dudes. You can make it. I know that, school's getting to be kind of a lot, but you can do it. Hang in there. Okay, so a few things I wanted to go over before I talk about this week's work. Just a reminder that there are new, this isn't for my second period, yours is the same as it has been, but for my other classes, there are individual links for each class period. So make sure that you are logging into the correct class period. The reason I did that is just because the breakout rooms were all messed up when I tried to have everybody on the same link. So you can find the links right here on the homepage. You can also go to the calendar and find them there. Yes, Willow, I know it's almost dinner time. And you can find the links on your calendar if you want to do it there. Okay. Another thing that you can find on the calendar is the readings and audio for each week. So basically me reading the articles or texts or poems or whatever it is that I'm assigning you for the week, reading it out loud to you. So if you click here on the calendar, I link you to all the reading so that you can have the text in front of you while you listen. And then this very weird video photo is me reading all of the stuff out loud for you. So if it is helpful to you, feel free to open that up and open up the articles and follow along while you listen to me read them. And if you don't want to, then feel free to skip it. That's totally optional, just a resource for anyone who wants it. All right. Okay. Going back to our homepage. What else did I want to tell you? Oh, I also posted the audio of me reading on the homepage. Just wanted to put it in multiple places so people would definitely be able to find it. So it just says, here's me reading this week's poems, articles for whomever is interested. All right. And then right here where it says video, that's where I'm going to put this video that I'm recording. So you can always watch that. And I'm also going to link it right here where it says McAllister's video instructions. Okay, so this week, very similar format to the last couple of weeks, but with different material and different questions and different things to think about. Let's see. So you're going to read this awesome, interesting poem called Elliptical by Harriet Mullen. That's Harriet Mullen. And so this is written in this kind of a different format than we are, than is normally used in writing. She doesn't finish any of her sentences. They just end with ... or an ellipsis, an ellipse. So it basically, an ellipse, you guys use ellipses like in text messages and emails. It's like when you're kind of trailing off or you're kind of unsure of how to end the sentence, or maybe you just don't want to end the sentence and you kind of want to leave it vague, or you want someone to fill in the blank. Right? So that's kind of what all of these sentences are. They're just the beginnings and not the ends of the sentence. So this is very relevant to our belonging/outsiders unit. But I think it is, and I want you to think about why you could find it relevant. So I want you thinking about, and this is what you're actually doing in the discussion board this week, you are thinking about who is the us and who is the them in this poem. She says a lot of they, their, them, and then she says we. So who's we and who's them? Again, I don't have the answer. I have not spoken to Harriet Mullen, so I don't know what her intention was, and I don't really care. I want you to think about what you think her intention was, okay? And then also for the Canvas board, and I'll show you that, or the discussion board, I also want you to think about, imagine if it was an adult talking to a teenager, or the other way around, a teenager talking to an adult. And then I want you to finish a few of her sentences. Okay, so there is no right or wrong way to do this. You get to interpret it however you want. So I think we should see some interesting responses on the discussion board for this poem this week. Okay. Next, well, let's look at the discussion board. So the discussion board, same format as the last couple of weeks. And to get there, you click on discussions. Scroll down to discussion number 3, and nobody has posted yet, which is totally fine because it's not even Monday yet. Okay, so same format, 20 points possible, 10 for posting, and then 10 for responding to 2 people, okay? And then I also got rid of the you have to post before you can see anybody else's responses, because I think that people might be a little intimidated to put themselves out there before they read somebody else's. So I made it so you could see what other people write before you posted your response this time. So it says, first, make sure you've read Elliptical. So that's the poem we just looked at. Next, post your responses to the 2 questions below. You can post them separately or together. And then respond to 2 of your classmates with a question, and affirmation, words of encouragement. As always, keep it positive and kind, as you all have been doing. So question 1, who do you think is us and who do you think is them in Elliptical? And question 2, imagine that Mullen's poem is about teenagers from the perspective of an adult, or the other way around, about adults from the perspective of a teenager. Complete a few of her sentences. So I give you an example of what I would say if I were doing this. And I picked the first 2 lines of the poem. So they just can't seem to understand what I'm going through. They should try harder to remember what it's like to be a teenager. See what I did there? So I imagined that they is an adult, or no, yeah, they is an adult and we are the teenagers, and this is how I finished those sentences. Okay, so again, no right or wrong answer, nothing I'm specifically looking for. I just want you to kind of have some fun with this and think about it a little bit. Okay, all right, back to our homepage we go. Boobity-doo-doo. All right, next you have 2 reading tasks, and these are both articles. First one is An Outsider by Choice by Kyle Spencer. I read this out loud in the audio, so if you want to listen to it. This is an interesting article about college students who, some of whom choose a college in which they will be very similar to the students who go there, where they will fit in really well. And some students are choosing a college where they will be outsiders. And they're doing that to kind of challenge themselves and branch out. And so it's kind of just looking at the 2 different outcomes, whether you go to a college where everyone is like you, or you go to a college where everyone is different from you. So it's great. It fits with our theme of outsiders and belonging. And the second article you are reading is called Hello, My Name Is by Jason Kim. And Kim, well, it says right here, is an Asian American screenwriter and playwright in this personal account. So it's kind of like a memoir. He discusses his experiences emigrating from Korea at a young age and his struggle to fit into American culture while maintaining his identity. Again, those connections between this unit and our last identity unit, I love it. Yeah, so this is a different format than the last one. The last one was like a newspaper article with reporting where they interview people. And this is more of this is a memoir where he's writing from in the first person about his own life and things that he went through. Okay. All right. Finally, your writing task, because you've always got to have a writing task. Oops, I think I need to fix the link in this one. Yes, that is the wrong link. Okay, but it's right on this side. So here is your writing task for the week. It is a choice writing task. So you get to pick from the two options, whichever you think sounds the most interesting, or whichever you think would be the easiest or the most stimulating for your brain. So you have to read both articles before you decide. And then you can pick from one of these two options. So option one is based on Hello, My Name Is by Jason Kim. And I want you to write an alternate story in Jason Kim's voice. Okay, so you're writing as if you are Jason Kim, first person point of view. So you're going to say like I, me, my, etc. What's another way Jason Kim's story could have gone? Imagine he has different experiences, thoughts, and outcomes, and write about those as if you are Kim. Write from his perspective the same way he does in his memoir. Your alternate story should be at least a half a page of writing, single-spaced, 12-point font. Okay, so that option is more of a fictional choice. If you're like, ooh, I like writing, made up stories about other people, you might want to go with that option. If you are more into writing about yourself and your own opinions, you might want to go with option two. So option two requires you to read An Outsider by Choice by Kyle Spencer, and then write a half a page explaining whether you'd rather attend a college or trade school where you are very similar to everyone else or very different from everyone else. Defend your choice, explain your position. Your writing should be at least a half a page, single-spaced, 12-point font. Okay, so you just tell me which option you're choosing here, and then you start writing. Voila, bing, bang, boom, submit it to Canvas by Saturday, and you're golden. And I'm really excited to read these and see which options you pick. I think that is it. I will get this link fixed. I will get this video uploaded, and I will see you all in the Google Meets this week. All right, peace out. Much love to you all. You're amazing humans. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn this off. I don't know why it's always so hard for me. There it is. All right.